Hi, my name is Brayton Smith, better known as Brayton the Bully, and it's time for everyone to hear my side of the story. So I always had it pretty rough at home, but nonetheless, I used to be a happy kid. But then I started looking older than the rest of my classmates, and the whole school started treating me like a monster. I was sad, I was angry, and that's when I became the school bully. All the kids were scared of me, even the teachers were scared of me. The only person that wasn't scared of me was this kid named Desmond. Desmond was my only friend because he took a lot of my crap. Our friendship was good until this kid was teasing me, and Desmond started laughing with him. So do you know what I did? I put a pencil on my shoulder. Where I come from, if you put a pencil on your shoulder and the other person knocks it off, that means they want to fight. Desmond knocked the pencil off my shoulder, and I told him I was gonna beat him up after school. While I waited for him to show up, Desmond never came out to school. But I didn't care, because the next time I seen him, I was gonna beat him up. So Desmond had the guts to knock the pencil off my shoulder, but he didn't show up to our fight. And the rule is, if you don't show up to the fight, then you're gonna get beat up on sight. I seen him sitting down during recess like nothing was wrong. I walked up and told his friend to start recording, because it was about to go down. He was digging in his book bag like I wasn't even there. So that's when I said, "Are you ready?" And when he looked up, I punched him in the face. I was giving him the business, and he crawled into a ball like a little baby. Then all of a sudden, these teachers started pulling me off of him. I got suspended from school. When I got home, my dad told me to go to Desmond's house to apologize. But instead of apologizing, I recorded a diss track in his studio. Brayton in the booth, getting loose, always being tough. Better like these bars, cause if not, I'ma beat you up. Then I got that song played on the radio the same day my suspension was over, so everyone knew I was coming back to school. You should have seen Desmond's face when he first seen me. He was scared. And I told him I was gonna make his life real miserable for the rest of our time in school. So I told Desmond that I was gonna make his life real miserable, and I meant that. The next day, we were playing football in gym class, and I could see on Desmond's face that he was nervous. I forced our gym teacher to make sure that Desmond and I were matched up together. Desmond tried to talk to the teacher about changing the person he was going against, but the teacher was too scared of me to change him. I was so ready to crack Desmond. When I heard the whistle, I started running up to him, but he started running like a little girl. My only mission was to tackle him smooth to the ground. The gym teacher seen what I was trying to do, but he was too scared to say something. There was just something in me that just really wanted to tackle Desmond. So I tried to tackle him any chance I got. Man, I didn't care if it was a timeout, or if he was tying his shoe, or if he didn't even have the ball. I was just trying to tackle him. But then the school bell rung and the class was over. I seen him stop, and I thought, oh yeah, here's my chance. And I tackled him smooth to the ground. I walked over him and went to my next class. So listen to me, and you better listen to me closely. I get so mad sometimes because people call me crazy when I'm not even the craziest person I know. Do you want to know who's crazy? My brother Lathan. He's my oldest brother, and he's in high school. But one day he told me to bring him to my school. When we got to school, he told me to wait behind a wall, and then he waited by the stairs for somebody to come. And who shows up? Desmond, and Lathan tripped him. It was a little funny, so I laughed, but I really wanted Lathan to go back to his own school. But Desmond kept on talking and got Lathan all riled up, and then Lathan smacked him. From that point, Lathan just started going crazy. He was screaming, beating people up, and taking people's lunch money. I was like, sheesh, I thought I was bad. But later that day, he got stuck in the jungle gym, and who shows up? Desmond! Desmond, being the stupid kid he is, asks him if he needed help, when he should've just kept on walking. Lathan told him that he didn't need help when he really did need help, so then he was mad at everybody. And y'all call me crazy. No, he's crazy, and that's why I'm mad all the time. So let me tell you when I really started having problems with Desmond. I was dating this girl, and I really liked her, but for some reason, I just had this feeling that she liked Desmond. So do you know what I did? I act like I didn't go to school one day so I could spy on them. And it turns out I was right. They were over there talking and laughing, and it was just making me mad. And then all of a sudden, they kissed. I walked over to Desmond and I punched him in the face. I thought he learned to not mess with me after I beat him up the first time. But I guess not. So the next day, I made sure that we got paired up for our science project. He tried to get another partner, so I gave him the face. He changed his mind real quick. To punish him for kissing my girl, I made him do all the work. He came up with the idea. He came up with the presentation. All I did was stand there and call him names. Then when it was our turn to do the presentation, I made him do it by himself while I did some push-ups. Guess what happened next? I stood up like I did everything and I got all the credit. And that was only the beginning for what I had planned for Desmond. So I remember this time we got a new student. Him and Desmond started being friends, and it made me mad because I ain't want Desmond to have no friends. So during recess, I walked up to him so I could, do what I do. But the new kid had some heart because he stepped up to me. Since he was new, I tried to give him one last chance, but he didn't back down. So I decided to beat him up, but it turns out that he was a little bit strong. Desmond started being a little punk and hiding behind him. And during class, I seen him talking about something. Then after school, when I was working out on the jungle gym, the new kid walked up to me and said, "Knock the pencil off." And you know I was gonna let him use my thing against me, so I knocked the pencil off. He took off his shirt, and I'm not gonna lie, that boy was big. So I ran away, and that was the first time I ever did that. And it was all Desmond's fault. 2 days later, the new kid got transferred to another school, and I was so happy because the next day was Desmond's birthday, and I wanted to ruin it for him. So with the new kid being gone, there was nobody standing in my way. Wait until you see what I did to him. So I remember when we were having a little birthday party in class for Desmond. I was so mad because I didn't want him to have no special day. So I ruined everything we did. When we were singing happy birthday, I made the class sing my name instead of his. I popped all of his balloons. I ate all his birthday sugar cookies. And then I ate his birthday McChicken. Desmond was so mad, and then he stood up and said, "Oh, that's it. I can't stand you, Brayton. I don't like you. You're so mean. You're nothing but a bully." For the first time ever, I really felt like a bully. So later on, I went to his house and bought him a new McChicken. Then we stood outside and talked like the old days. I'm not gonna lie, it felt good to have my friend back. But then he brought up the fight and called my pencil stupid. And where I come from, you never disrespect the pencil. And just like that, our friendship was over again. That pencil's not stupid. You're stupid. We're not friends no more. And I bullied him for the rest of the year. So Desmond started telling everybody about this dream he had of him beating me up.
So like I said, I finally stood up to Brayton.
Look who it is, ugly egghead.
Your mama.
What did you say to me?
I said, your mama.
Oh, you just got yourself beat up.
Yeah, that's what you think. Brayton swung at me and I dipped it. Then I hit him with a two-piece.
Oh my goodness, I got him.
And then he tried to tackle me.
Oh, you think you can punch Brayton and get away with it?
I moved out the way, and when he turned around, I punched him in the face.
I was like, okay, and I stole his bike. Then later that day, he showed up to my house with his daddy. He came up to me asking for his bike, and I said, "What bike?" Like Debo from Friday. I was so happy he showed up to my house because I didn't even want him dreaming of beating me up. So as he was talking, I started cracking my knuckles, and I punched him in the face. Ooh, I knocked him the heck out. I punched him so hard his dad didn't want no piece of me. But I still wasn't satisfied. I still wasn't done being mean to Desmond. So anytime we had to do some schoolwork, I copied off of Desmond. And when our teacher would notice that our work was the same, I would give him the look and make him take all the blame. But then one day he tried to get clever. He had 2 answer sheets and was writing the wrong answers in the one that I could see. For a while, I let him think I ain't noticed. When he was done, I said, "Give me that other answer sheet." Tell me how he tried to act dumb. So I started counting down. And just like that, that little scaredy cat gave me the right answers. He was so mad, you should have seen his face. And I was just laughing at him. Later on, we had to find partners for our science project, and Desmond chose somebody else. I was supposed to be his only partner, and since he played me, I figured out how to get him back. I spied on them while they were practicing their presentation, and I stole their idea. The next day, I made sure that I went up first.
So who wants to present first?
I do.
Okay, Brayton, go ahead.
Skirt, bitches, better than root beer. Desmond got so mad, and that's when I knew that we were gonna fight real soon. So during recess the next day, I seen Desmond taking a nap. Me being me, I tied his shoes together. When the bell rung and he started walking, he fell smooth to the ground. Everybody started laughing at him, including me. Ha, got you. Then he started looking at me like he wanted to do something. Then he said those words.
Knock the pencil off.
Oh, you wanna fight me?
All I gotta say is meet me at the park after school.
So we went to the park, and the first thing this punk did was start talking about his feelings. And guess what? I ain't care about his feelings. He got mad that I wasn't listening, and he punched me in my face. Oh, you should have seen his face when he seen that his punch didn't hurt me. Then I put him in a headlock, but he got out. That really pissed me off, so I tried to punch him in the face, but he moved. I tried again, but he kept on moving. So then he started doing all these dance moves around me, and I got tired. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was over. I couldn't believe that he won without even hitting me. But then he reached out his hand and pulled me up. Yeah, we talked things out a little bit, but in the back of my mind, I was thinking, this ain't over, little boy.